I am presenting our work on the empirical analysis of mining pools over the Bitcoin history and assessing whether Bitcoin mining is reaching stability or not. In 2009, Satoshi Nakamoto implemented a proof of work protocol to prevent double spending in the Bitcoin blockchain. Miners are important actors to validate transactions and propose a new block to the blockchain. Using the proof of work protocol, miners compete to solve a computational puzzle to obtain a financial reward as the combination of block reward and transaction fees. Miners receive an unpredictable reward in proportion to the mining power of their GPU. Mining is an energy-intensive activity since it uses electricity to run the mining hardware. The Bitcoin mining economy can be explained by three main actors: individual miners, mining pools, and blockchain. Individual miners participate in mining pools to combine their computational power and reduce the risk of unpredictable mining reward. Mining pools act as an intermediate between miners and blockchain. They are competing to attack miners with a regular reward and lower pool fee. The mining difficulty is increasing as more miners join the network and the faster hardware to mine Bitcoin is available. Besides, external factors affect the mining activities, including Bitcoin market price, news, mining hardware, and electricity price. In this work, we develop a visual analytics tool to analyze the emergence and evolution of mining pools. We analyze mining pool domination in the macroeconomic scale and relate our findings to Bitcoin statistics and external information. Our main contributions in this work are threefold. First, we collect the data on mining pools from Coinbase transactions and merge them with pool characteristics from external sources. Next, we develop custom visualization to analyze the mining pool evolution over time from our data. Finally, we perform an exploratory analysis and report some interesting trends in Bitcoin mining. The starting point of data collection is tagging the mining pool for every Coinbase transaction. Coinbase transaction is the first transaction in the block to pay the reward to the mining pool. The transaction includes the block height and timestamp, and we get the address and Coinbase string to attribute to the mining pool. We match the address and substring from the dataset from Brombiti et al., which collect and manually resolve pool names from multiple sources until 2018. We continue adding pool address and Coinbase string patterns with the mining pool dataset from blockchain.info and btc.com. In the end, we tag the mining pool for each block and label those who cannot find the match as unknown. We aggregate the reward obtained by each mining pool per month and calculate the market share as the percentage of blocks mined by the pool compared to all blocks mined in that month. The total hash rate was estimated from the blocks and the mining difficulty. We also separate the total reward into block reward and transaction fee and convert them into dollars with the market price. We collect the pool characteristic data from Bitcoin wiki page. To track the chain, we update all edit history on this page and construct the monthly panel dataset. For mining pool that did not exist in the table, we manually search the information from articles on the internet. In this work, we particularly analyze the evolution of mining pools with two characteristics: reward rules and location. Reward rules inform the policy that the mining pool distribute the rewards to miners. There are different types of reward rules that can be categorized into two main policies. For the proportional pools, miners are paid in proportion to the number of shares they submit. However, they need to wait until the block is found. So the longer the mining pools take to find a new block, the lesser the reward per miner share. In comparison, pay per share or PPS pool provide a fixed income to miner per share they send to the pool. With this policy, miners get the reward regularly while the pool takes the risk to pay miners in advance. As you can see in the graph, miners obtain the same expected reward no matter how long the mining pool takes to mine a new block. There are variations of reward rules apart from those two main policies. Scope-based pools try to solve the problem of the proportional method by giving more reward to miners that submit the share later for each round. PPMNS stands for Paper Last End Share, pay only miners who submit the last end share for each round. PPMNS pose more risk to miners and therefore give higher expected rewards to attract risk-seeking miners. Lastly, PPS Plus is the combination of PPS and PPMNS. Mining pools pay bulk reward to miners with PPS policy and transaction fee with PPMNS policy. Therefore, miners can assure their income while occasionally gaining an extra reward from transaction fee. We trace the main location of the pool and group by continents, including Asia, Europe, America, and Africa. We kept China as a separate country because it is the location of the biggest pool such as Ant pool and Via BTC. Mining pools that operate in more than two continents are labeled as global pools. We publish this dataset at Zenodo repository for people who are also interested in studying Bitcoin mining pools. 1 year after we submit this paper, we developed a tool called MiningWiz to analyze the mining pool economy with additional information, including Bitcoin statistics, news, and pool hopping. You can access the tool at miningwiz.fr. Based on the visualization we developed, we report the findings on mining power concentration and looks into the locations and reward rules of mining pools. The first visualization we developed is a bubble chart that shows the evolution of the top 25 mining pools. The size of the circle indicates the market share of the pool. We use the color scale to show if the pool reached a 51% market share, which poses a critical risk to the majority attack. To access the domination of mining pools, we calculate the Herfindahl index for each month. The higher index indicates that one or a few pools dominate the mining market at a time. We also show three Bitcoin statistics: hash rate, market price, and mining reward to compare with the main bubble chart. Looking at the Herfindahl index, we spot 4 cycles that a few top mining pools dominate the mining activity. The first cycle started in 2011 when the first known mining pool named DeepBit became dominating the market with almost 40% market share. After mid-2012, DeepBit started to disappear from the market while BTC Guild became the top mining pool, and followed by Dhash.io. The market domination of these pools caused the second cycle. Notice that over this period, the hash rate increased rapidly, possibly due to the sharp increase of the market price. The third and the fourth cycles are less concentrated than the first two. We observe that the top mining pool in this period, F2 pool, Ant pool, and BTC.com, are far from the market domination. However, the combination of 3 to 4 top pools is more than 50% market share. Overall, a decreasing amplitude of the Herfindahl index along time indicates that the market might progressively reach an equilibrium situation. This observation is confirmed with the recent period from 2019. We also noticed that the peak of concentration index in each period tends to correlate with the local high of Bitcoin value, except for the third cycle. This provides evidence that miners consider mining activity is a profitable investment. In our visualization tool, we show a market share of mining pool as the ribbon chart. The pools are sorted from top to bottom each month and connected by ribbons. Each bar represents the mining power of the pool as market share, which we set in the measure. You can change the measure to heart rate or total reward in the drop-down menu. In this view, you can see the change in mining pool ranking over time. So, for example, we can zoom in F2 pool, see the ranking changing over time, and look in the detail of the market share on the right bar chart. We can change the configuration of the chart to look at the reward rule of the pool by changing the group by and color by. Wait for a few seconds when it renders the new graph. Here, the ribbon chart is sorted by reward rule, while the bar is still represent individual mining pools. So here we observe that DBIT apply proportional reward rule, and at the same time, we saw the emergence of PPS and PPS plus pools. This come from BTC Guild and 50 BTC. Around 2013 to 2014, the PPLNS pools dominate the market share because there is the big pool named ghash.io. So you can focus here. And then PPLNS pool decrease over time as ghash.io disappear from the market. Then you can see that after 2016, PPS and PPS Plus become common reward rule among mining pools. These reward rules are preferred because they provide an attractive and stable incentive scheme for miners. Let's change the ribbon chart to look at the location of mining pools. Until 2015, most pools were located in Europe, such as DeepBit and TH.io, and in both America and Europe, such as BTC Guild and 50 BTC. Then we saw a rise of China-based pools such as Npool, BTCC Pool, and BW.com, dominating the market from 2015 to 2018. This can be explained by the cheap electricity and land costs in remote Chinese area to run the mining farm. The domination of Chinese pool poses a risk to the 51% mortality attack at some point. After 2019, we saw global pools dominate the market from both the growth of original global pools such as BTC.com and Poolin, and also from Chinese or European pools that turn into global ones such as F2 pool and Sludge pool. To conclude our findings, we use the Herfindahl index to show that mining pools become less concentrated over time. Since mid-2018, the concentration of mining activities has been stable with 4 top mining pools gaining around 10% market share each. Mining pools currently use PPS and PPS Plus reward rules to pay miners. This policy guarantees regular income to miners, while mining pools carry the risk to pay miners in advance. It seems that this rule becomes the standard for currently operating mining pools. Our analysis also shows the emergence of China as the main hosting country for pools, and show that global pools have become dominant in recent years. This work and our follow-up article published in IEEE ICBC 2021 propose a framework of visual analytics tools to explore and monitor Bitcoin mining in the long term. The sustainability of Bitcoin mining pools depend on multiple factors, both internal and external. Will a new mining pool can compete with the existing dominant pool? Will the hash rate and market price continue growing exponentially as it happened in the past? Most importantly, the financial incentive is the main motivation of miners to join the pool. What will happen on the next halving days expect to be in 2024? Will the transaction fee increase to compensate for the decrease of block reward? And will the Bitcoin price still be on the bullish trend to sustain the Bitcoin mining activity? As mining pools are still evolving, these questions remain to be seen and closely monitored in the future. Finally, I am a last year PhD student and expect to graduate by the end of this year. I would like to continue working on interesting data analysis and visualization challenge on blockchain data. If you have any postdoc position available, I would be happy to get in touch. Please don't hesitate to send me an email. Thank you very much for your kind attention.